welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to join you today. Today's a really fun tag video. It's a different location. I'm at Mom and Dad's condo visiting them. I thought today was Father's Day. I don't know who else thought today was Father's Day. I'm sure I'm the only one in the entire world that thought today was Father's Day. Anyway, I visited it a week early. My husband and I wished him a happy Father's Day. He didn't say one thing about us being nuts. So happy Father's Day in our family. Today's tag video, I was tagged by She's the Posh. Hi Jess, thanks so much for tagging me. And it's 5 handbag deal breakers. Like, what are deal breakers that make you want to break up with the bag, sell the bag, throw the bag away, or never buy it? If you've never joined me before, my name is Jennifer. I'm so glad to be joining you again. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and hit that little notification bell so you know when I've uploaded my next video. Off the bat, I tried to come up with things that I'm kind of quirky, so I thought maybe things that you haven't heard before because I am kind of a weird person. Number one is, if it's a luxury designer handbag, I don't ever like to get a bag that's in the year of my divorce. So if it's in the year of my divorce, I don't get it. Or if it's any other bad things were happening in our lives, I don't get the bag. Second thing is that I really like to get a good vibe from the bag. Like, the bag and the interaction and the sell and the experience around it should feel really, really comfortable. I should have a connection. I bought a lot of pre-loved bags, but I've also bought a lot of brand new ones from the boutique. So for example, I wanted to get this wallet on a chain from Chanel. It was the caviar with the gold hardware. It was so perfect. It was in excellent condition off of eBay. Well, the seller was just not really, really friendly. She never used one exclamation point. Not that you have to use exclamation points, but she just wasn't very warm. So it didn't fit my vibe. So I didn't go ahead and get that. Actually, I think I bought it, then I canceled the order right away because I trusted my heart. Because I feel like whatever vibe that person gives will translate to that bag. So I bought it and then I canceled the order because I didn't want that bag. And she was super nice. She went ahead and canceled the order because you can cancel if it's like right away after you order something on eBay. Second thing is that, like, if it's at a boutique, I remember that I went there when my Stephanie wasn't there at the Chanel boutique, and the woman who helped me was super unfriendly, and she didn't really want to show me anything, and she kind of walked around, and when I wanted to see something, she would hand not the bag to me, but she'd hold it and look at the price and tell me how much it was, and I would have to ask her, could I please hold the bag? So I never bought anything from her that experience, and I only went when Stephanie was there, or I ended up just calling Stephanie and asking her what was available, and she just text me little pictures of bags, and then I'd interact, and then she'd just send it. And she, by the way, was the one that actually, for every Chanel purchase, she was the only one that accordioned things like Chanel properly should be with our tissue paper. So like every single tissue paper was accordion underneath the bag, or underneath the box, in the box, so underneath the box, then beside the box, and inside, well, how does she do it? No, sorry, it was in the Chanel box, so the black Chanel box, it would be accordioned inside the box around the bag. So she, to this day, is the only one that has ever done that, and I really miss her. She had to move to Michigan, and I lost track of her. I texted her a couple of times. She hasn't texted back. She's probably like, you stalker, leave me alone. So whether it's a new one or a used one or pre-loved, make sure you have a good feel for that bag seller and the interaction you have, because that bag's a lot of money and you want to feel that it was a good experience. Third thing is that the bag really needs to be for me made in France. Super Day Cub said that Chanel really originally was made in France, so the artisans there really do make a difference. So for Chanel, I always want one made in France if I can. If I really, really can't, that's fine, but I'm not as happy about it. Like my Chanel Gabrielle backpack, I know that's super hard to find, so mine's made in Italy, fine. I'm not gonna like return it just because it's not made in France, because I know they're really hard to find, but oh, if that was like made in France, I wanna be buried with it in my casket. But that would be a waste, so hopefully someone will want that back when I'm gone. But Louis Vuitton, I know they're better made in France. So things that are made in France for me are better made because that was the original factory. The fourth thing is that I really need a bag to smell good. Like, this bag needs to smell good. I remember buying even a brand new bag, and the minute I got it in the car, the whole car smelled like a big cow. Then the bag that it came in smelled like a cow, and it took months till that smell wore down. When I put it in the hotel room, the entire hotel room smelled like a cow. So when I get a bag, I will literally put my whole snout in there and really smell around. I remember when I got my very first designer handbag. It was Kate Spade. This was like way back in 2000. And I knew it arrived on the front porch, went to the front porch, got it, had to go to church or something, so I zipped off, left the bag by the front door. Come home, and the whole little house that I had was entirely smoke filled. It was the craziest thing. Put it on the porch, hung it on like a hanger, and let the wind really go at it. For days, that smell never went away. I ended up just tossing the bag because I knew nobody could tolerate that kind of tobacco smell. So make sure it comes from a smoke-free home, and that you ask the pre-loved seller of this, the pre-loved bag seller, is there any odor? Really, really important. Even if it's like a leather odor, make sure you can tolerate it. And then I think there was another, oh, I remember someone on, who was that? Was that a YouTube video that this one guy said? Yeah, I remember that YouTube video. Who was it? He said it was like the curse of this bag. He could never sell it. Oh, it was a Hermes. Remember, he had an Hermes bag. It was like the curse of this Hermes bag. I can't, if I think of who it is, I will link it here as I edit. But he said that the seller was really nice and just tossed a sample of perfume in the box with the bag, and the perfume leaked, and so he could never sell the bag. And the perfume wasn't a bad smell, it was just full of perfume odor. So I cannot tolerate perfume odor as well. And the fifth and final thing that's a handbag deal breaker is that it cannot be too heavy. Good examples of my past mistakes. First one, Dooney & Bourke, which I love the leather of Dooney & Bourke. Like, it was like the most beautiful satchel. It had the little extra leather whip stitch around the beautiful handle, similar to the Speedy handle, but whip stitched. So it was just absolutely gorgeous. I think the sides, it was just such a gorgeous bag. It went up, it was a satchel, which, you know, I love satchels. But it was so heavy by the time you have the leather and the brass. Like, those Dooney & Bourke's bags, they'll last through a nuclear war. Like, those bags are so well made. Those bags are so heavy for me, even without things in it. Another bad choice was the Chanel Jumbo. The Chanel Jumbo in caviar gold hardware. I bought that thing new twice. Same exact caviar gold hardware. Worst financial mistake I ever made because it was so heavy. Like, really, really heavy, or not really, really heavy on my shoulder. And even without things in it, or without things in it was fine. I think it was 1.2 pounds without things in it. By the time I put normal things in there, my wallet, keys, maybe a lip gloss, hardly anything, it would really hurt my actual back. So it has to not be too heavy. I next want to tag Sabina from Apple City. I hope that you do this tag if you haven't already, but it's 5 deal breakers for handbags. And I think I kind of know what you're going to say, but we'll have to see. And again, check out Sabina's channel. She's growing so fast and just a great channel. She loves Burberry. She loves Louis Vuitton. But I always enjoy watching her and listening to her. I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, next video is for sure going to be the comparison between the Rebecca MINKOFF M.A.B crossbody with studs and her original mini Mac crossbody. I am very interested in that comparison because they look about the same, and the Mac Mini has just been one of my favorite bags forever. I remember owning at one point like 3 or 4 different colors in that style. Just a really pretty, it's the one with the clasp, the big dog clip clasp on the front. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you again in my next video.